Polling is currently underway for the first phase of elections in Gujarat. The BJP says they have a healthy report card of development work that they have done. Vikas is on their side. The Congress says it's intense polarization that they've tried to effect. Amit Malviya of the BJP and Sanjay Jha of the Congress continue to be with us, as does our entire studio panel, Javed Ansari, Rahul Srivastav and Ajit Jha. Javed, was this a very calculated decision that the Hindutva push, the Ram Mandir issue and the Prime Minister's personal attacks, or rather the personal attacks on the Prime Minister, would be taken as a three-pronged weapon to basically take down the Congress? Javed.
Well, certainly, I don't know whether they certainly didn't begin with this, but having seen that the Vikas model wasn't working, having seen that the GST, the anger over GST and demonetization, they desperately needed to shift the focus. Some of their friends in the Congress tried to help them, but whether this has resonated on the ground, whether there is traction for these kind of issues now on the ground, remains to be seen. But yes, certainly once these issues presented themselves and the initial they didn't get the kind of traction they wanted, they latched on to these issues.
But Ajit Jha, is Hindutva, Ram Mandir and development mutually exclusive of each other? Why can't all three be an issue?
Well, what tends to happen during elections is, if you focus on identity issues, economic issues, development issues take a backstage. Now, the point is, the voter, where is the voter? The voter is angry about communal issues right now in Gujarat, or the voter is angry about the economic issues? Obviously, what we saw in the campaign in the last 2 months at least, that happened, initially the voter seemed really angry with the economic failure of both the government as well as economic failure in general. There's been a relative deprivation in the last 3 years largely because of failure of agriculture, and as Javed and others pointed out, because of demonetization and GST, the urban voter has felt angry. On top of that, given the fact that Gujarat, although it's a model state, but in terms of education and health hasn't done very well. So the students, for example, when they come out, there are no jobs for them and they are suffering.
So Amit Malviya, did you bring up Ram Mandir to cover for all of this?
Well, we didn't bring up the Ram Mandir. It was Kapil Sibal who was representing the Sunni Waqf board and went to the court and argued for a deferment of the hearing post 2019. It was he who politicized it. But Padmaja, I don't want to get into the identity issue right now. I want to answer some of the questions that your panelists have been raising about lack of a development narrative. When we started out of a campaign, we only spoke about development. The fact is that for sections of media and for the opposition, these issues are mundane, they are boring, and they are something that they cannot counter. So for example, they speak about education or lack of it in Gujarat. Let me give out some data for the benefit of your viewers. The dropout rate in Gujarat between 1995 and 2017-18 dropped from 36.93 to 1.54. The dropout rate for standard 1 to 8, which basically includes kids that go from class 5 to class 8, dropped from 51.25 to 6.06, and most of these are girls, right? The number of schools shot up from 41,380.
Okay, but then my question to Amit Malviya is, and I think Rahul will back me up here, why did you not put this all out in your vision document or manifesto sooner? Why did we have to wait for it until yesterday?
Padmaja, I'll put the question differently. Actually, Amit Malviya is very good with figures and data. And because he has got a huge team working, he can churn out data for the next 15 days. No, one minute, Amit, please, Amit, please. You see, the problem in Gujarat is BJP has ruled for 22 years. Unlike UP, where they were out for 20 years, they missed a trick. What they have not realized, don't give data to what today your education rate and all. Gujarat, I have been there many times over the last several years. I was there in 1990 when Mr. Narendra Modi announced the Rath Yatra for Somnath for Mr. Advani. They have done very well. Gujarat is a benchmark state in this country. Everybody in the country accepts it. Mahatma Gandhi is judged by the standards that he had set. Similarly, Gujarat...
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I think Ankit has got Vijay Rupani on camera. Let's cut across.
नहीं बोलेगा 200 मीटर के बाहर
He's gone to a temple, offered his prayers, and now he's gone to a school where the polling booth has been put up. Yes, Rahul, continue.
So the point is that BJP needed to present the next growth model, not present a vision document one day before polling. It needed that this is where they are going to take Gujarat in the next 5 years. They missed it.
And we didn't see that happening, Amit.
Look, I have to put this in context. Development is not about a 5-year bucket story. It's an ongoing process. When people in Gujarat look at their state and look at other states around, which they obviously have access to, and they have these comparative figures, a lot of people go to work to Gujarat, they know exactly where their state is. And they're abiding faith in the Bharatiya Janata Party to continue this development growth. When the Prime Minister went and raised the height of the Narmada, or he inaugurated the Ro-Ro ferry, or he inaugurated several other road projects in the run-up to this election, everybody said, oh, why is the Prime Minister going now? Do you think the people of Gujarat don't see the kind of work that is being done? Have you been to Gujarat and seen the quality of highways which are there?
People of Gujarat see that. They see the Prime Minister doing it, not the Chief Minister of Gujarat.
The quality of healthcare.
Amit, the people of Gujarat are seeing the Prime Minister do it. When was the last great vibrant Gujarat? One minute. When was the last great vibrant Gujarat function we saw after Prime Minister Modi left? After Prime Minister Modi left, I have been to Gujarat. People in the village are saying, till Mr. Modi was there was no corruption. Today, they are complaining of rampant corruption. It's a different matter that Sanjay Jha's party cannot raise it, because then they will have to admit that Modi was good and the rest are not. So that's why they are not talking corruption. The biggest issue in rural Gujarat today is corruption. The problem is that for everything in Gujarat for the BJP, it's hinged to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Your leadership later has failed to click for the party, and that's why you needed to raise the bar at the start of this election.
All right, just stay with me, gentlemen. Because
thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.